Hi! As the real estate market is in a constant state of shifts and changes, it is natural for our buyers and sellers to have a lot of questions. Here, we'll share and answer the top 4 questions we get asked in today's market. What's happening with mortgage rates? Our economic world is changing rapidly. You're likely feeling it impact your day-to-day life as price goes up for gas, groceries, milk, and more. And not to mention, mortgage rates have skyrocketed. And there's no doubt that it is one of the biggest factors impacting the housing market right now. As inflation rises and mortgage rates climb, many homebuyers may see their purchasing power shrink and their dream of home ownership fade. However, it is important to remember one big piece of economic wisdom. There's no better hedge against inflation than home ownership. Let me share this graph with you. This graph shows how the average home price appreciation outperformed the average inflation rate in most decades going all the way back to the 70s, making home ownership a historically strong hedge against inflation. So what does that mean for you? Today, experts forecast home price will only go up from here thanks to the ongoing imbalance of supply and demand. Once you buy a house, any home price appreciation that does occur will grow your equity and your net worth. And since homes are typically assets that grow in value, you have a peace of mind that history shows your investment is a strong one. It is one of the few intangible assets that tends to hold its value. What will happen to real estate if we go into a recession? Post-2008, nothing will strike fear into the hearts of buyers and sellers like the word recession. And if you're wondering what a recession could mean for the housing market, keep watching. But again, historical context is everything. Take a look at this chart to see how home price changed during the last 6 recessions. In 1980, home prices were up 6.1%. In 1981, home prices were up 3.5%. In 1991, home prices were down 1.9%. In 2001, home prices were up 6.6%. In 2008, home prices were down 19.7%. And in 2020, home prices were up 6%. In 4 out of the last 6 recessions, home prices have continued to appreciate, only falling during the early 90s and the housing crash in 2008. Mortgage rates, though, declined during each of the previous recessions, and this is one of the most important information you should know. The data proves in most recent recessions, home prices have appreciated and mortgage rates have declined. So, while the days of mortgage rates being below 3% may be over, we also can't say for sure they're only going to go up from here. If you have any questions about buying or selling a home, let's connect and help you understand what to anticipate in today's crucial housing market. What's going to happen this year in real estate? There's no doubt that there has been a lot happening in the housing market. It's shifting away from the intensity of the past 2 years. And while signs of a market shift become clearer each day, it is important to remember that context is everything. Focus on the big picture, and that's this. The housing market is still very strong, and previous projections are already outperforming what industry experts forecasted earlier this year. Should I buy a home right now? This is probably one of the biggest questions we're getting asked. For all the reasons we mentioned above, the short answer to this question is yes. Trying to time the housing market for a deal of a lifetime is like trying to win the lottery. And while purchasing a home today may not be as easy as it was a couple years ago, the latest data show that inventory levels are rising. There are more homes for sale today than at any time last year. This is an opportunity for people to jump back into the market. The number of homes for sale across the country is growing, and that means more options for those thinking about buying a home. This is the opportunity many have been waiting for. So remember this, the key to success in any market is to stay educated. If you've been thinking about buying a home this year, let's connect to discuss your options, and let us guide you home with Aloha. Mahalo!